Hi everybody, and welcome to Weekend Update. Wednesday Update. I'm Zoe Wilson.
And I'm Natalie Kianipour.
The city of Paris, with Europe's largest Chinese population, cancelled its Lunar New Year celebration for fear of coronavirus transmission. Parisians claim they had fewer concerns with potential deaths from the virus than they did with the quality of fortune cookie bakery owners were planning on giving away. These cookies should be buttery and a little bit flaky, but like a good croissant. These cookies are crunchy and it is not okay.
Tacoma's light rail system, the Link, is encountering problems as it tries to expand up to the hospital district. The problem seems to be Tacoma.
Over the weekend, a video recording was released showing Trump and Le Pen speaking at length despite Trump's recent claims that he has no idea who that man is. Melania weighed in, commenting, "It is entirely possible, believe me."
In an effort to expand their demographics, Spotify launched a new podcast already proving to be very popular with the targeted canine listeners. It's called Who's a Good Boy? Who's a Good Boy? Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have made their move, dubbed Megxit, to Canada, but Tacoma wonders why they didn't come here. Sure, Canada has beautiful landscapes and wonderful attractions, but have you ever been to the Tacoma Tide Flats when you can't actually see them? Or the Northwest Detention Center in November? Harry and Meghan replied, "Where's Tacoma?"
Speaking of new beginnings, administration letters went out to the class of 2024 this week. Middle schoolers launched fireworks to celebrate. Thanks, Penny Challenge! New York Giants quarterback Eli Manning announced tomorrow that he'll be making an announcement about his retirement.
Now, what was that? That makes no sense. Well, this weekend, our country mourned as an American icon was tragically killed. Idolized by many, known for his incredible work ethic and his incentivization of children's nutrition, he was best known for the riveting quote, "You cannot spell nutrition without nut." Thank you, Mr. Peanut. You will be missed.
Now that Mr. Peanut has been released from his responsibilities as planters, he's been seen mixing it up with cashews and almonds. Guess he's really coming out of his shell.
Word on the street is that he wasn't all that he cracked up to be.
When asked for a response, Mr. Peanut said, "Catch you later."
Australian bushfires have reached unprecedented levels this month. When reached for comment, Smokey the Bear said, "I told you guys."
All we can say is, Smokey, we miss you, we love you. Please come back. Our country is in ruins. Only you can prevent war.
In the span of 1 month, we have gone from the threat of war to a virus in China. So I just want to know, which one of you changed the settings from Call of Duty multiplayer to zombies? Speaking of wars, President Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced a new plan for peace in the Middle East. The United States will be offering a two-state solution in which Israel gets everything it wants and Palestinians get basically nothing. Apparently, no one felt the Palestinians need to be consulted, and I'm sure they'll be perfectly happy with the pile of rubble they get to call their own country. In completely unrelated news, both Trump and Netanyahu are being investigated for corruption by their respective legislators.
Almost one full year after the Notre Dame fire, French officials finally discovered the cause. Officials with Public Health of Seattle and King County say there have been increases in overdose deaths in the past year, driven primarily by fentanyl, found in pills and powders. Today with us to speak on the rise of the opioid epidemic, we have brought on Crystal Bethany, supposedly an expert in the field.
Hey, everybody, thank you for bringing me on.
Of course, we were told you knew quite a bit about the epidemic.
Oh, yes, the opioids, they're thriving. I've never been higher.
They say between 21 and 29% of people who get prescribed to opioids get addicted.
You can get them prescribed?
Yes. You didn't know that.
Nah, I start on the streets with the goods.
The goods?
The stuff.
Huh?
The horse.
The what?
Heroin. Anyways, I start on the good with my good friend who I currently do not remember the name. We then proceeded to do what us enthusiasts like to do, which is shoot up. And of course, we was Isaac. Guys.
Crystal, this really isn't what we're supposed to be talking
So me
about.
and my good friend, we was in this park in the deeps of East Tacoma. We run into these drunkies in this park, right? We's the junkies. They's the junkies. We don't always be getting along now. So we get in these little altercations. Next thing I know, we fighting, we throwing punches, they're bloody, we're bloody. It's a really unfortunate event. One of these drunk fellas knocked my good friend out. And then I'm all like, hey man, why'd you knock my good friend out? And then boom, I'm knocked out.
Wow, that's very worrisome. But we're really trying to talk about the epidemic. Don't you have any stories about the downside?
Of course. So after this wild night, I find myself waking up in an alley in the middle of Detroit, and my good friend of mine, he's dead. And I don't know how these two fellas did it, or they got us other two fellas in this alley, but it was some slick shit.
All right. Well, thank you, Crystal. It was a pleasure to have you.
Yes, of course, it's my pleasure.
Crystal Bethany, everybody.
Crystal Bethany.
Back to reality. Did you notice that everybody at the Grammys was talking about what Nick Jonas had between his teeth, but nobody's talking about how he has 3 front teeth instead of 2?
In other news, residents of New Jersey protested this week upon hearing that Malaysia had been named trash dump of the world. Protesters were quoted saying, "Wait, I thought that was our title."
This just in. We have breaking news about a zombie apocalypse. Here's our update reporter live on the scene.
Hello, I'm Julia Williams with Weekend Update, and right now I'm live 30 miles south of Seattle in the suburbs where we have—
Screw Seattle! This is Tacoma, baby! 2, 5, 3, 2, 5.
Okay,
2, 5.
I'm in Tacoma, I guess, right next to the Tacoma Dome, where we've witnessed a breakout of the zombie apocalypse. Let's go see what the citizens are thinking.
I'm sorry, but Jesus Christ! They took in all the coffee from us.
Sir, there's a Starbucks right around the corner.
Are you insane? I would rather drink from the sound. At least it's not burnt.
Okay. Oh, ma'am, how have you been surviving the zombie apocalypse?
What apocalypse?
Haven't you seen the zombies?
No, dude, those are just tweakers.
No, they're like real-life zombies, like in the movies.
Really?
How have you not noticed?
Oh, it's the gray season. I only go to and from my car.
The gray season? When is that?
From October to April. I gotta go to work now.
Okay. Oh, hello. How do you feel about the apocalypse going on?
Is this gonna be on TV?
Yes, we are live right now.
I gotta go.
Okay, folks. Well, we haven't seen any zombies ourselves, but we do have a search team ready and locked. Oh, hello, ma'am. And how have you been dealing with the smell from those zombies?
What smell?
That rotten smell. It's terrible, isn't it?
Wait, are you talking about the Tacoma aroma?
The what?
It's from the paper mills.
The paper mills are what smells like death?
Yeah.
Then how do you think Tacoma's emissions are affecting climate change? I mean, there's...
I gotta go.
Okay, well, that's it, folks. I guess Tacoma just doesn't care about anything at all. They don't even get...
That's Julia Williams. That was Julia Williams.
On a positive note, we here at Wednesday Night Live are hiring a new reporter. This is Wednesday Update. I'm Zoe Wilson, and I'm out of here.
And I'm Natalie Kianipour. Good night, Dad.
Woo!